Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
First carry for Spencer Ware. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
They'll throw on 1st down to Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
To throw again, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike 51. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
And Jackson throwing once more. This one complete to Theo Riddick. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Set, ready. 15 on it. Don't get nervous. Mike 51.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Check three.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a third and long. Jackson will throw again. And that's incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the third time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and excited
rare.
is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
180. Alert.
Mayfield now. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a third and long now after the sack. Third and long for Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start, and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he's got the rookie from Oklahoma, Marquise Brown. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 77 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check curls, check curls.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
It's our time. It's our time.
Jackson now to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Running on first down with Ware. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready. 51. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Trump. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson over the middle here to Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Ware. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his second touchdown on the season, and the Ravens will extend their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big time. Play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles Knight, and he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. To try again after the sack, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They go play action. Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young.
That was a really nice this interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
On the set. Mike 51. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 2nd down, it's Ware. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Go. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
They'll try and run with Ware. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
Let go.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Kill. Kill. Turn up.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mayfield looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Echo.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On the handoff, it's Ware. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, Ware. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Mack Wilson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but with 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And you're under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, Mayfield. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Check, 180. Check, 48's the mic. Hey, tight. Hey, alert. Hey, look, 48. Hey, we don't like the 48, right? Hey, 5-7.
Mayfield on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
180.
On first and 10, Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns get a score closer. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And that makes it 23-7.
Makes the score, Ravens 23, Browns 7.
Following the touch off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Mike 51. Mike 51. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike 51.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Jackson options out left, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Buddy up, Mike. Mike 51. Exit.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Here we go. Henry. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, let's get there. 48. Hey, Delta. Come on, D. Mike 48. Mike 48. Ricky. Hey, alert 33. Check 48's the Mike.
From the gun, Mayfield. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Real. 48 Mike. Hey, Wood.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Pistol. Don't let him breathe, defense.
And again, it's Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Patrick on Rossor. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They start the drive with Ware. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Too little, Captain. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Anil, watch this. Let's put that team on the bus. Shoot! Go, Mike.
Now on second and 16. Jackson, he's going to float this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. It's 48 yards.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Ware. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Spencer Ware, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Double dog, that's the way.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? for the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, this is where. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll run on 1st down. Where gets hit and the ball is loose. And I think the Browns got it. They did. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
First down, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
180. Check 48 to Mike. Squeeze, double.
Throwing, Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tackles.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will get them one closer. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Come on, come on.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On 1st down, they run again with Ware. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the 1st quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have 1 right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
He's going to float this one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Following the interception, Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Kings. Mike 50.
Now Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end, and this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They go again with Ware. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 3-yard line.
Good. 180! Watch the curve! Watch the curve! Regular! Mike 48! Mike 48!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield, he's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Pernell McPhee always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing.